Hi loves, coming on today. Really quickly wanted to talk about something that has just come up recently, and that is tarot or oracle. So these are cards that are used as guidance, really. They are not the answers that perhaps you thought you were looking for. They're not straightforward yes or no's. They are truth tellers. They are amazing at connecting to your energy and giving you a little guidance. Now, how you interpret that is up to you. So here is where I'm just going to tell you about the two different types and which ones I prefer for different types of work. First, I got oracle cards. Okay, that was the first thing that I bought because I was a little unsure, if I'm honest, about tarot. I felt like it was a bit too complex for me, and probably at the time when I had started Reiki, I was a little bit put off by the tarot. I wasn't quite ready for that work. And so when I was looking for tarot, I actually came across these Work Your Light Oracle cards. And what I was drawn to naturally was the colours and the imagery. And I think that's really important when you are choosing tarot, you are choosing Oracle. It should be something that you're naturally drawn to, because just like crystals, they're calling for you. So you will find what is meant for you. Now, what I love about the Oracle is, I mean, you can do lots of different spreads with them, but really you can just get one card in a morning, one card if you're having a moment where you're like, what the F is going on? One card for a bit of clarity, a card for a bit of empowerment, a card for motivation, a card for trying to just summarize everything that you're going through. And the key with it is to sit with the cards. So, you know, shuffling them like this is really important because you're spreading all your energy over them. Whether you shuffle like this or you lay them out on the floor and just have a little shuffle around. And then when you feel ready, just sit with your energy first. A bit like when you're going to start meditation. Just get connected to the cards. Don't rush. We are in this space of connecting with your energy, connecting with the energy that is all around, and really tapping into yourself. It's a moment of self-discovery, and asking the cards, whether you ask it out loud or energetically, you ask a question. And if you can't think of a specific question, just ask, what do I need to know? What's beneath the surface here? What am I not understanding? What energies are at work? What truths do I need to be aware of? Okay, so just connect with that, whether you do it again, like wherever it is you can do this, as long as, like with meditation, you just take those deep breaths in to purify and cleanse your energy, release anything that's stagnant. And as you're inhaling, you're becoming connected to this present moment. And that's the key. This is all that you want to focus on. So connecting the energy, your energy, with the energy of the cards. Now, I've been doing a tarot card with an amazing lady called Kate Fowley, and I've been learning to cut the cards. So I'm just going to put my video down a little bit so you can see I've just cut them into 3 piles. Okay, I can move this back. I can't get the camera to go down any further. Maybe let's move that back. Oh, there, move that back a bit. Okay, so I've got these in 3 piles. You can just about see them. And then it's just a case of, again, allowing connection. And energetically, you know, intuition usually is felt in the stomach. So if there's a particular pile that you're drawn to, go with that. Okay, I'm going to pull it out so that you can see. Okay, so we've got the initiation. Okay, so this is a really good example of, you could look at that card and go, what the, like, that does not look good. This is scary. This, I mean, this is imagery of what? A dark passage. Oh my God, there's snakes in the corner. There's lightning above. It looks really rocky. It looks awful. You know, you can think initially your mind will be drawn to that. So I'm gonna explain how if you're drawn to the negative around it, it means that you're harboring negative energy from a situation. So the key here is the card is connected with your negative energy about this situation. Now, what the trick is, look closer. What's in the middle there? Well, that looks absolutely divine. It looks like a seashore. There's water. There's gorgeous sand. And hey, look, this little path through this, up this rocky section, through this darkness is leading me there. So what this card to me is saying, and it's called the initiation. I haven't even read any words yet. I'm just looking at the imagery. What this card is saying is, I'm starting a journey. Now, any journey that you start on, especially with this work, is not easy and it's not nice, because you wouldn't be doing this if everything was rosy in your world. You are doing this because things are difficult or something has happened in your life that's made you go, I want change. I want to initiate change. How can I do that? This is my world at the moment. I want to be here. Okay, that's beautiful. But like it says in the card, it's a rite of passage. You're going to have to walk that rocky path. You're going to have to go past those snakes. That lightning might strike right above your head, but you keep going. You keep going towards this destination where you want to be. But instead of thinking, right, that's so far away and I can't handle all this, just take it one step at a time. And even if you look closely at it, this path is illuminated. Each step is illuminated. So the key with the cards is to take the message from the imagery that first, what do you first notice? So that's what your energy is at the minute. Now, if you first notice that in the middle, that means that your energy is connected to this beautiful, divine destination. You're on your way. You can already see that. You can already feel that. So sit with it for a minute and see what you can see. And yeah, it's going to bring up the truth. The truth of the situation that you're in may be, this is shit. There's a lot of shit coming up. I don't know even how to get there. I don't know how to work through all this. Yes, that's what it's bringing up. But that card is pointing you to the idea, the direction that you will get there. It's one step at a time. And this is all part of the initiation. This is all part of the work of the process. So if you're feeling that negativity, sit with it. It's a message. Something inside of you needs healing. What is it? What are you holding on to? I mean, do you need to release it emotionally? Do you need to cry? Do you need to just understand it? Do you need to write it down? Do you need to talk to somebody? Do you need help? What's going to help you on this journey? This isn't saying that you have to do this on by yourself. I mean, you might be stood here looking at this with a partner. You might be stood here with a group of people. So together you might think, how are we going to get to this section? We want to get here. So how are we going to do that? So that's a really good example of a card that could be difficult. Okay, so I'm just going to get another one just so you can see. This is how I'm learning, which is so beautiful, through Kate Fowley. You know, just if you're on Instagram, go look for her because she's amazing and I'm learning so much from her. So again, just a little shuffle of the cards. Just connect. Okay, so what do I need to know? What do I need to know about the energy of today? What is coming up for me? Be prepared for the truth. You see, I just naturally put my hand on my heart there. Connect that heart-mind connection. Warrior woman. Beautiful. Love this card. I mean, this card, the imagery in it says it all, doesn't it? I mean, a strong woman standing with her sword. She is glowing. Her hair is flowing. She's got roses at the bottom. She has got stars and flowers. She's looking with one eye. Her sword is in perfect alignment, and at the top is that beautiful white orb. So alignment. Now, just by me putting my hand on my heart and really connecting to the feeling of today, which is, I mean, I'm about to go and do gym work. So I'm already in that mode of, yes, I'm warrior woman. I'm feeling this. I'm in my power. I'm owning my power. I'm in my authority. I feel confident. I'm ready for whatever comes up. Doesn't mean I need to get my sword out. It just means that I've got my sword, I've got my armor, but she's not got it on her head. She's letting her hair down. She's in connection with the divine. Just goes to show that, you know, she might not even need to use that sword. So it's that kind of, what are you seeing? Look at the imagery before I haven't even read, you know, what it's saying. What are you seeing? That's what I'm seeing. Now, if you're in a tricky situation, a challenging situation, and you see this might empower you. This might make you think, do you know what? I got this. So the cards are really good, especially oracle cards, just for that kind of single card guidance. Single card, what is going on here? Just need to check the time. I'm supposed to be going for my PT in a minute. Tarot. I got these tiny ones because the original tarot deck was something that I wasn't really drawn to. So I found these and I just love the imagery. It's definitely my kind of imagery. I'm a little bit, I like things a little bit different. Same with these, they're quite small. So to me, in my head, it was like, oh, it's quite manageable. And they do have they come with some little guidance, and it's really beautiful. It says 7 steps to an accurate, insightful tarot reading. Create a sacred space. Ask a question, choose a spread, shuffle, lay out the cards, interpret the reading, answer your question, reflect and take action. Okay, so again, we're going to shuffle the cards and we're really going to try to step into this moment. Breathe, relax. You know, and what you're doing is, if you're asking for guidance, you're asking for the truth. You might not want that truth. We don't want to sit with ourselves with the truth, because the truth is, well, the truth hurts. The truth is scary. The truth is something, if you're doing this work, that you have to face in order to move forward in your healing. Okay, so I've shuffled them, and again, I'm just gonna, what's coming up? What do we need to know? I can feel it in my stomach, this gorgeous energy. I didn't even look then, it just was guided completely. Okay. Okay. Interesting, because I just got a card. In fact, I just got a card that was what Kate Fowley pulled yesterday in her tarot, which is amazing. So we have got the first, I'll do them in the order they came out. Knight of Pentacles. We've got Ace of Cups. And we've got Knight of Wands. Okay, so first let's look at the imagery of all of this. So, well, we've got 2 knights. Okay, so, but first let's just have a look. Knight of Pentacles. So this knight is carrying a pentacle in his hand, and he's on a horse. In the background, there's earth. There's also, because I can see the plants, there's also air. And he looks here, this looks like the sun. So I can see a lot of various elements in here, which, and because he's on a horse and he's, you know, got the connotation of quite a regal character, he's carrying it. So he's obviously got this responsibility and he's all armored up. Now, I'm just going to check my notes because this is what I've been learning with Kate. Knights. So the theme with knights is motion, which makes sense because they're on a horse. So they're on a journey, okay? Now, the Knight of Pentacles, routine. Okay, so now that we understand the overall theme of it, how does that connect? Now, I know for me, my routine is changing. My routine has gone from chaos to, actually, I've got this. My routine has gone dramatically from catering to others to, actually, what do I want to do? Okay, I want to do, so today I've got my PT. I'm getting into this routine of this consistent work. I didn't do that before because I hate going to the gym. My physical exercise was not a lot. So I'm getting into a routine with that. I'm also getting into a better routine with my boys because I am feeling the energy of change. I'm feeling this energy of, if we can create some kind of harmony in Libra season, what does it take? What does that balance? How do we do that? What can we look at within our routine already that isn't working for us, and how can we change it? So this is really interesting because yesterday I was talking to a beautiful Reiki client of mine who was struggling with the meditation routine, and just by simply looking at the space that that person had created, I realized that it wasn't the best flow, and suggested a change of location because there was more light. It looked, the energy of that of the room felt different. You could see out the window, you could see the sky, you could see the trees, you could connect with Mother Earth. And in fact, I think this card is for that person if you're watching, because look, you've got Earth, sky and sun, the night, sitting there on this journey, seeing all of this. So that's beautiful. Such a connection to that particular client. I'm glad that came up. I'm going to do this really quickly because I have to go. Ace of Cups. Okay, so before I even look at them, and again, I haven't even read from the book, before I even read the message, I'm going to look at the imagery. So what I can see is there's a bird. It has something round that it's bringing down, looks like a coin or something to me. There's a cup that's overflowing, and there's a hand that's holding it, and there's water. So there's a lot of water in this particular card, and there's also the air. To me, I'm thinking it's something to do with abundance. She's holding a cup that's overflowing, and a bird from above, the dove from above, is putting coins or something in. There's also the lotus symbol, which is a very spiritual symbol as well, and that's to do with overcoming negativity. So I'm just going to have a little look at my notes just to check. So the overall theme of Ace is potential, because Ace is at the beginning. It's the start of a deck, isn't it? So it's the potential. So now I'm guided to go, okay, maybe there's an idea here that the cup is being filled and the potential, it's brimming with potential. So I'm just going to look, Ace of Cups, outpouring. I mean, that's simple, isn't it? There's an outpouring going on. There's an outpouring of, particularly in the field of work that I'm doing, I'm definitely feeling like the more that I'm learning, the more that I'm replenishing my cup, the more that I can offer to other people, and the more I can help them pour their cup. It's that old saying, isn't it? If your cup's empty, no, you can't drink from an empty cup. True. So how is your cup being replenished? Are you giving more than what you're giving to? Are you giving more to others than to what you're giving yourself? And when you replenish your cup, how do you do that? Because what I love about this is this bird, which to me feels like the divine connection, is bringing in this new abundance of whatever this particular, like a coin to me, it feels like a coin or a token, it's filling it up. So how are you filling your cup up? If you are taking the time to do this work and connect with your higher self, you are already on that journey of manifesting the abundance and the energy and the replenishment and the nourishing that you need in order to fill your cup up. Okay, I'm going to quickly move on. Again, sorry. Knight of Wands. Okay, this is the one that Kate Fowley pulled yesterday, and I know because she's a voice of wisdom and she's done this for so long, and I'm learning so much from her. So I know for this one, from what she was talking about, again, it's that idea of the Knight of is emotions. It's on a journey. Now this one, the Knight of Wands. Wands is to do with fire. And if we think about the element of fire, it's that spark, isn't it? It's that energy, that passion that gets things going. I mean, you can use it to fuel your creativity, or you can go into battle with it, and fire can get a bit like out of control. So how are you going to use this fire to move forward on your journey? He's very connected to the sun, so he's got a lot of sun energy, which is obviously linked with the fire energy. And I'm just trying to think, and even the horse has got like this fire. So they're both on this journey. I'm just going to check my notes on this. So Knight, we know it's emotion. And for fire, it is, or for Wands, sorry, which represents fire, is passion. So how are you using your passion for, let's say you've got this, so we've got this routine, we have got this outpouring, and we have got this passion. So how are you in your routine? How could you look at your routine, change some things so you're filling your own cup up, and move forward in a way that sparks your passion for, creates that passion to do something that you love, creates passion to enjoy life, creates passion to move forward with your goals. So I absolutely love these cards. We've got a lot of the elements in there. We've got the earth in there. We've got the sun. We have got the water, and we've also got the air from the background, and obviously it's symbolized here. So a real beautiful mix of all of the cards, and that's just an example of how you can use the cards, the tarot, to guide you. You know, I haven't even looked at the book. I'm just looking at the imagery, and I'm literally looking at one sheet that comes with Kate Fowley's tarot card. There's lots more, and I definitely recommend it, and maybe one day I'll be able to offer a tarot card, like a tarot course like hers, because I'm really enjoying it. And also just try to look at, if a card comes up that you think, oh, right, well, that looks crap, look at it really closely. Look at it. What can you take from it? Okay, thank you. You are bringing to the forefront what I need to know. And actually, if it's a card that looks a bit scary, now you have the awareness that it's either my energy, or if my energy feels good, then perhaps I might come into a challenging situation today, and I'm aware of it. So let's prepare myself for it. Just like Warrior Woman, empower yourself, connect, align, let your hair flow, be in your authority, but you have that sword if you need it. You have the sword to cut the cords. I'm not saying you need to get into battle. Remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde season. So be careful with communication still. I'm going to love you and leave you because I'm going to be late for my big day. Okay, any questions, please ask me. Love and light.